So, Watchmen is like a sandwich without meat, or pickle, or cheese, or bread. It's just the olive sticking out from the top of a plate in a cartoonish fashion. Now you might think this is an analogy, but when you see it you'll realise what I mean. Very little of consequence from the book has been translated into the film instead preferring to cater to the favourite fanboy moments, hence the sheer amount of tits in it. This in turn means any plot points from the book tend to get crowbarred in and then left half-side at the end. It really does feel like maybe a series of hour-long specials would have been the better way to handle the story, because the sheer wealth of information in the graphic novel, which you could bludgeon a small bear with, cannot be condensed into a 3-hour flick. Now this isn't to say it's by any means bad, just very, very insubstantial. It's a very pretty film with a strong aesthetic that doesn't need to resort to Sin City or 300s stylisation. Instead, it's able to look good without the use of cheap trickery like decking everything out in brown. The soundtrack, though painfully trying to appeal to the cool kids, is very good and varied with the notable exception of the MCR song at the end. Now call it nitpicking, but if you're going to hire a band to do a song for an 18-rated movie, surely you'd at least want a band where the average fan is actually over the age of 18. But what do I know? Well, actually I know a lot. A lot more than you do. The cinematography I'd probably liken to that of Dark City. Small, close, claustrophobic shots with the occasional breathtaking moment. The quality of the acting is generally high and some of the quotes are fantastic, even if they all are from the one character. There are also some strong elements of black comedy and even self-parody within the film. I felt self-conscious when I laughed about them, as either the audience in the show were too shocked to laugh or too dumb to get the jokes. Not to mention the sheer hilarity of a glowing neon blue penis that virtually slaps itself across your face every time Dr. Manhattan turns sharply. Definitely not a moment I would wish to experience in 3D, let me put it that way. The only characters I felt any real connection to in the film weren't the characters I was supposed to be connected to. Now call me crazy, but when Rorschach and Ozymandias, the two overall characters most removed from the rest of the film characters, are the ones you connect with, I think it's time you should worry. I mean, for all the big thing made of Manhattan's supposed detachment to reality, he seems to have a hearty turnaround quickly enough. And Night Owl and Silk Spectre just annoyed me. I didn't care for their humour and plight, and frankly the way events turns out, it seems to me the subtext of the entire film was stick to your convictions and you'll get shat on. Swing with a moral pendulum and all will end well for you. Which sort of left a foul taste in my mouth in hindsight. Despite my criticism, it was an enjoyable film, if somewhat insubstantial. Yes, it got the main point of what is the price of peace in there, but it did so with such a crowbarred effort, it's a wonder the writers didn't just walk up to the screen, stick a giant post-it note with the message, "War bad, how much is peace worth?" Because they delivered it in so bluntly in the film, it would be about as subtle. You just can't help but come away from the film thinking, why did I need to distract me with all the pretty? And while I'm sure the trendy kids who watch Skins and listen to bands like Shit Fuck Offends You Does It are happy to go to a coffee shop and discuss the merits of the film with their equally trendy and insubstantial friends, I couldn't help but wonder if they had done the book justice, and in the end my only conclusion was no. No, they haven't. It's a good film, I can't deny that, but it just feels like a popcorn flick trying to be art house. Or for a better analogy, a third-generation inbred retard trying to explain the Heisenberg uncertainty principle.